Okay, part two to this is we're going to add the particles. So we're going to need our particle object and our particle emitter. So I'm going to click add, go to mesh, and then cube. This will be our particle, so or the ember. I'm going to move that down. Okay, let's add a new object, plane. This will be the thing that emits the particles out. So with that plane selected, I'm going to click on this right here, particle properties, click the plus, and now if I press play, you'll see these particles falling out. Now these are called halos, these circles. And what we want to do is change that to this object so that we can play around with the emission settings and the color. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to render and change it from halo to object. And now we got to choose the object. So under instance object right here, we can use this eyedropper and select the cube. So now you can see it's emitting the cube. Okay, right under where we changed it to object, we have scale and then scale randomness. So if I up the scale randomness, then some of the particles are really small and everywhere in between. Okay, step two, or not step two, but the next step to it, physics type, we're going to change it from Newtonian to fluid. And we're going to add buoyancy because when things are buoyant, they float. So let's add a little buoyancy. Doesn't really matter specifically what you add, but play around with it until you get a value that you like. Maybe that's too strong. Maybe you just want it to come up a little bit. Another issue we're having right here is they all end right here, which is weird. So like embers, they go in and out just kind of randomly. So let's scroll up and we have lifetime and we have lifetime randomness. So let's up the lifetime randomness, and now the particles will die at random times. And then also you might notice that the particle simulation stops at frame 200 and my animation goes to 250. So I'm going to change my end frame here to 250. So now it'll go through the whole time.